everyone, welcome to the first episode of Emu Express. My name is Bronte Parkin.
My name is Patrick Lewis. Thank you for joining us today.
We've had an amazing time at Marayong Heights. From swimming carnivals to Harmony Day, Marayong Heights is the place to be. Let's cross over to Mrs. Plowman for the principal reports.
Hello everyone and welcome to our first virtual newsletter. A big thank you to Mr. Malabanan and the student leadership team who have helped make it happen. We've had a really busy term at Marayong Heights this term. Not only have we had staff affected by COVID, but then we also had staff affected by the floods. So I'd just like to thank you for your patience during this term when some programs such as library weren't able to go ahead. We're looking forward to a more normal term 2. A reminder that the current advice around COVID and isolating has recently changed, so I encourage you to keep up to date with that information, and I'll also put that on our Facebook page. As you may or may not know, we have many students and some staff that are anaphylactic to nuts, and so what we would like to do is ask you not to bring, your students not to bring any nuts or nut products to school, and that's just offering our students another layer of protection. So thank you for your assistance in that. I would like to congratulate Mr. Rodis, who recently successfully gained the substantive AP role at our school, and also to Mr. Bade, who was recently successful in securing the AP C&I role. So what that means is that Mr. Bade will no longer have a class of his own. He'll be in classes supporting teachers and building their capacity. I'll be in touch shortly in regards to Mr. Bade's replacement. In term 2, we will see some of our staff move off for maternity leave. So we have Mrs. Unasa, who will be going on leave and being replaced by Miss Dunford. And we also have Mrs. Wright, who's going on maternity leave, and Mr. Malabanan will be taking over her class. We wish both ladies well. In term 2, we will also see a further change in staffing. Mrs. Christine Archer, who previously worked here a couple of years ago, will be joining us as relieving assistant principal working in the K-2 space. And she'll also be taking over the teaching duties for Lavender. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Mrs. Farrell and Miss Singh for working with Lavender this term. I'm very excited to announce that with the current restrictions lifting, we have been able to have parents on site. For example, today we had our first whole school assembly, and it was so nice to look out and see all of our community together celebrating our students' success. And I look forward to being able to welcome you back on site more often over the coming weeks. I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank you for your very warm welcome to Marayong Heights Public School, and I'm looking forward to working with you and your students in the future. Thank you and have a safe holiday.
Thank you, Mrs. Plowman. And now over to Mrs. Jaramechik with our Deputy Principal report.
Hi everyone, I've got a couple of things I'd like to share with you all and remind you of. Just want to say a huge big thank you to everyone who has been coming to school as often as possible. We know that things are a bit tricky at the moment with COVID. Thank you to those that are isolating and following the rules. We hope everyone stays well over the holidays, and we hope to see everyone back in term 2. I just thought I'd fill you in a little bit on what our students are doing while our students are at CESA. Our teachers are working together looking at writing. And we've recently had planning days, and it's been a great experience for all of our staff to work together. We're looking at lots of data, student work samples, and then planning our next 5-weekly cycle of teaching and learning. So it's great when the teachers have the opportunity to collaborate, to talk about learning and what's best for our kids, in the hope that we can keep them engaged and everyone moving along at their own pace. Very soon, if you haven't already, if you have a child who has an individual education plan or a personalised learning pathway, teachers will be in touch with you to organise meetings and have a chat about setting some goals for your children. And we also have parent-teacher interviews coming up soon, and this year we are going to be looking at booking those meetings on Central. We have our meetings will be over 2 afternoons this time, not just the one. And we also are inviting our students along to these meetings so we can have a bit of a 3-way conversation. I think that's about all for me, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye.
Thanks, Mrs. Yaramichik.
Talking sport now, we've had a stellar start to the season. We're gonna head over to Mayumi to talk about the swimming carnival.
Thanks, Patrick. On the 15th of March, our zone representatives had a fantastic outing. Congratulations to our students who made it to the next round. Marayong Heights represent. Back to you, Bronte.
Congratulations, everyone, especially you, Bronte. Now we're going to head over to Courtney to talk about our recent participation in the NRMA Road Safety Program.
Thanks, Bronte. On the 10th of March, students participated in our NRMA Science and Road Safety Day. Phoenix guided us through different activities that taught us how to be safe on our bikes, scooters, walks, and as passengers in the car. It was a highly successful day. Thanks, Phoenix, and thanks, Mr. Rodas, for organizing it for us. Back to you, Patrick.
Thanks, Courtney. Now I'm ready. On the 20th of March, our school participated in Harmony Day celebrations. Our students wore orange shirts to celebrate Australia's cultural diversity. Over to Bronte.
Thanks, Patrick. What an awesome start to the year with Breakfast Club. Mr. Rodas, what's been happening down there?
Yes, Marayong Heights is lucky enough to be participating in Breakfast Club again. As you can see, lots of students participating in the program this year, more than last year. We're hoping that COVID restrictions allows us to continue this year so we can reach out to a lot more students in our community. Thank you to those parent helpers who have already volunteered. But if you do want to volunteer, your time is a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 8:30 to 9 o'clock. Your help would be greatly appreciated, and thank you to Food Bank, ACT and New South Wales for providing everything that we have for free. We provide cereals from Wheat Bix, cornflakes, to toast with spreads like jam, Vegemite, and lots of fruits like apples and bananas. So if you do want to come along, remember to return your slip and come up at 8:30 on Mondays, Thursday and Friday. So here's to Breakfast Club.
Thanks, Mr. Rodas. Over to Mayumi.
Thanks, Patrick. In other school news, our school has been participating in Sports in Schools Australia. They have been leading us in sports activities that help us develop skills and tactics needed for various sports. Back to you, Bronte.
Thanks, Mimi. Back to one of my favourite subjects, swimming. This time, Miss Razon organised our swimming program in Blacktown Pools. Let's cross over to her to find out some more.
Thanks, Bronte. We spent a week at Blacktown Pools for a swim scheme. During that time, students learnt the importance and safety of swimming. Back to you, Patrick.
Thanks, Mr. Ozon. On the 6th of April, our Year 6 students ran a Canteen fundraiser. We sold Zuba Dupas, chips and spider drinks. We're going to head over to Mayumi to talk about some of our customers.
Thanks, Patrick. Here we have Jade as our first customer. What did you order?
I ordered some chips.
That sounds awesome. Hope you enjoy them. Back to you, Bronte.
Thanks, Mayumi. Just before we wrap things up, we've got some footage of our Easter hat parade that took place on the 5th of April. Let's have a look at some of these beautiful hats.
have time for everyone. Happy Easter.
Have a safe and restful holiday, everyone. Till next time, bye for now. Cut!